Would you buy a feast from a beast? What if that beast were Mr. Beast, and that beast was a Feastables chocolate bar? If you said yes, you're not alone. The Feastables snack line has been an unmitigated triumph for Mr. Beast, even though celebrity-based products have a disastrous hit rate. So how did he zig where everyone else zagged? Well, today we're going to take a look at how Mr. Beast's Feastables succeeded when it should have failed. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to the Weird History Food channel. After that, please leave a comment and let us know what other celebrity-endorsed food products you would like to hear about. Okay, time to feast on a little weird history. MrBeast is the online handle of YouTuber and philanthropist Jimmy Donaldson. Born May 7, 1998 in Wichita, Kansas, Jimmy posted his first YouTube video in February of 2012, when he was still just 13 years old. Using the name MrBeast6000, Jimmy initially tried building his audience by posting highlights of himself playing games like Minecraft and Call of Duty, commenting on YouTuber dramas, giving tips to wannabe creators, and guesstimating the incomes of other YouTubers. He rarely appeared on camera in his videos at this point, but that would change over time. By 2016, he built his audience to about 30,000 subscribers, at which point he dropped out of college to become a professional YouTuber. With help from some friends, Donaldson then set out to learn how to game the site's algorithm. And whether it was a result of those efforts or not, in 2017, he finally managed to go viral with a roughly 24-hour-long video of himself counting to 100,000, sort of like a David Blaine stunt for Zoomers. With the secrets of going viral at his disposal, he started regularly making hit videos, and by November of 2017, his audience had swelled to 1 million followers. Over the subsequent years, MrBeast became famous for his exhaustingly long stunts, as well as his charity work. He also cultivated a big spender image by staging fan challenges that paid off in high-dollar rewards or prizes. Fast forward to today, and MrBeast has somewhere in the neighborhood of 412 million subscribers, so naturally, he had to cash in. Over the years, Donaldson has parlayed his fame into a number of other areas, including but not limited to MrBeast merchandise, a video game app, a burger chain called MrBeast Burger, and of course, Feastables. On January 29th of 2022, MrBeast announced that he was going into the candy business with a product line he called Feastables. According to the marketing materials, Feastables would be a better-for-you snacking brand, rooted in what Donaldson referred to as gamified experiences, which meant he planned to promote them with stunts like the ones he does on his YouTube channel. The first Feastables product was the MrBeast Bar, a gluten-free chocolate bar that came in 3 varieties: original chocolate, almond chocolate, and quinoa crunch chocolate. And the first Feastables challenge was a sweepstakes that awarded $1 million in prizes, including the chance to appear in one of Donaldson's videos and compete to win MrBeast's Chocolate Factory. That video featured special guest Gordon Ramsay judging a cake contest, and a special appearance by professional eater Joey Chestnut. And the winner really did receive a full-on Willy Wonka-style chocolate factory, complete with a chocolate river, although it's probably less fun once you add the chlorine. Donaldson ultimately wound up buying the factory back from the winner, but it turned out to be a heck of a launch for the new brand. Feastables were well received, and the company allegedly sold $10 million worth of MrBeast bars in the first few months of business. Those bars were initially only available online, but in September of 2022, Donaldson announced they would also be sold in Walmarts, and in May of 2023, they became available in a wide range of retailers, including places like 7-Eleven. Having conquered American candy shelves, Feastables threw its sweet chocolate hat into the UK candy market ring in July of 2023. Australia and New Zealand followed 2 months later in September, and South Africa a month after that. Today, MrBeast bars come in 9 different flavors, including milk chocolate, peanut butter crunch, cookies and cream, dark chocolate sea salt, and birthday cake batter. But it wasn't all about candy bars. Up until February of 2024, there were also Feastables cookies, which came in types like chocolate chip, double chocolate chip, peanut butter chocolate chip, and oatmeal raisin. There were even Feastable gummy snacks, which came in flavors like sour green apple and sour blue raspberry. Altogether, it was a feast fit for a king, or a king of YouTube anyway. Not all of MrBeast's endeavors have gone quite so smoothly. Take, for example, the aforementioned MrBeast Burger franchise. If you saw the video about the rise and fall of ghost kitchens, then you might already know the business opened on December 19th, 2020, and it sold pretty standard burger joint type stuff, like burgers, fries, and drinks. But while the first location in North Carolina was a real brick-and-mortar store, the rest of the Mr. Burger chain would run out of so-called ghost kitchens, which are really just other local restaurants contracted to prepare and deliver the food. MrBeast lent his name to the venture, but the actual business stuff was executed by a company called Virtual Dining Concepts. All 300 MrBeast Burger locations sold out of food on the opening night, and the franchise as a whole sold its millionth burger within just a month later. The operation even became a boon to restaurants struggling to recover business lost to the COVID pandemic. However, things weren't going as smoothly as they seemed. Right from the start, MrBeast Burger received lukewarm reviews from critics and consumers alike. Common complaints included poor service, high prices, long delivery waits, and food that was routinely undercooked. MrBeast himself initially tried defending the operation, tweeting, "I'll be the first to admit we are not perfect. Some people had problems, and I will gladly refund them and do what I have to make it right." But after a while, even he had enough. Fed up by reports his burgers were revolting, disgusting, and inedible, Donaldson ultimately sued to get out of his endorsement deal with VDC. They countersued, and the whole thing is an ongoing legal drama. Speaking of which, MrBeast has also been sued by D's Nuts. No. Really. MrBeast originally decided to name his peanut butter-filled chocolate bar the D's Nuts bar, spelled like the classic internet meme. However, there was already a chocolate bar called the D's Nuts bar, spelled DEE''S. It's possible Donaldson thought the spelling change would make the appropriation legal, but the lawyers for D's Nuts felt otherwise, and in December of 2023, they took MrBeast to court. Long story short, the judge ordered MrBeast to change the name of his bars, and now they're called just plain old peanut butter. You can presumably taste the bitterness. Even the successful Feastables brand has had its rough spots. For example, on March 3rd, 2023, MrBeast jumped on Twitter and casually requested that his fans head over to Walmart and spruce up the Feastables display on his behalf. Then, the Feastables Twitter account announced fans could enter a drawing to win $5,000 by submitting before and after shelfies of the display they cleaned up. But MrBeast's initial tweet didn't mention any contest. Instead, he just very frankly admitted, "I'm building a team to do this routinely, just need help in the short term." Despite the subsequent prize offer, MrBeast was criticized for asking his followers to do some unpaid labor for his chocolate bar brand. After all, only one person could win the sweepstakes. Everyone else got bupkis. It wasn't a great look for a celebrity who earned so much money he throws mountains of cash away on outrageous stunts. And Donaldson took a lot of grief over it on social media. Given the failure of MrBeast Burger and the failure of most celebrity-endorsed businesses, it's genuinely impressive that Feastables managed to break through and become a success. The truth is, the chocolate bar business isn't nearly as complicated as the food delivery business. How often have you written to the manufacturer to complain about a candy bar? Name recognition is one of the biggest factors in generating sales, and name recognition is something MrBeast has in spades. In 2024, Feastables generated over $250 million in sales, making a profit of over 20 million simoleons. Believe it or not, once all the math is done, Feastables is actually MrBeast's biggest source of income, by far. How does he do it? Well, Feastables are currently available in over a dozen countries worldwide, including Canada, Denmark, the Netherlands, and Germany, among others. And the company has already announced plans to expand into India and the Philippines. Unlike many celebrities, Donaldson's presence on a global platform like YouTube makes him recognizable all over the world. Bloomberg predicts the company will triple in size over the next few years. Donaldson has also been pretty savvy about marketing partnerships. The brand partnered up with the Charlotte Hornets over the 2023 to 2024 season. And in September of 2024, Feastables joined forces with Tony's Open Chain, an organization dedicated to ending the use of child labor in cocoa farming. Tony's Open Chain also has partnerships with major brands like Aldi and Ben & Jerry's, putting Feastables in league with some pretty elite food brands. And it turns out MrBeast may also be something of an inspiration to his fellow media creators. For example, after the success of Feastables, popular podcaster Alex Cooper launched a drink brand called Unwell Hydration, and YouTuber/boxer Logan Paul teamed up with YouTuber Olajide KSI Olatunji to found Prime Sports Drinks. In fact, Olatunji, Paul, and Donaldson even all partnered up to found Lunchly, a company which makes Lunchables-style snack kits that claim to be healthier than the ones you'll get from Kraft Heinz. In other words, snack foods seem to be the next big moneymaker for YouTube stars. Maybe that means PewDiePie will start selling crackers. So what do you think? Have you tried MrBeast's Feastables? Let us know in the comments below, and while you're at it, check out some of these other weird history food videos.